How can ERG leaders engage and retain members when employees may fear speaking up in today's climate? And then also, as a sort of secondary to that, what advice would you give ERG leaders, the people actually running the ERG, struggling to advocate for their group in today's corporate environment?
I will say that honestly, one of the hardest moments of my DEI practitioner career was earlier this year, when I had an out employee ask me if they should remove their pronouns from their signature and pretty much go back into the closet. And I think for me, that was a gong went off at that moment of really where we are in the world right now. My response was absolutely not. Frankly, if anyone has an issue with their pronouns, they don't belong here, not you. But I think for us, and especially our executive leadership team, there's been a concerted effort around being very vocal about where our values land and what we're in support of. I am super excited for Pride Month at Cross Country. It's going to be as loud as ever, as colorful as ever, and we are going to make things more comfortable for people who create safe space for hate.
If your leader is going to set the stage, they need to do it loud, right? And so at the top of the year, our CEO, John, flat out said in his key address to all of us that our commitment to DEI is going nowhere. And he backed that up with DEI is in our DNA. And that's one of our kind of sounding boards for ourselves, and that we don't need to always talk about DEI because it just is who we are in every touch point in the company, whether you're being hired or promoted or working through something. And I think it's really important to, the safety feeling or the psychological safety happens when someone at the top sets the stage. And so you quickly know either I'm opting in with this company or I'm not.
Piece of advice mom told me is you could say almost anything you want, it's how you say it. And, bringing up, we've told like the local people, we have patients too, is like if they don't see themselves here, there is a lot of competition. You can't throw a rock without hitting an academic medical center in this town. And people will take their dollars and their health care elsewhere, it has been seen. So telling people like, why are we taking the pride flags off of our, front desk? Why are we sort of, sanitizing the whole waiting room? I don't think people are going to come in here. And again, I always ask for forgiveness later. I'm still handing out to clinicians the he, him, hers buttons. We have a bucket, for people to take a sticker so that patients can put it right on there. So I think those things, are still important. And I'm glad Pride is going to be loud too. I know some people, because this was the thing, people feel like everything's disappearing, everything's changing. And so if we sort of retreat, then I think they'll smell the fear and, they'll retreat as well. So we have to be loud and polite and ask for forgiveness later.